Yes, it is going to be wet, Tom. We're going to see some active weather. We'll keep a very close eye on the radar for you this morning. We're already seeing some active weather. Thunderstorms, they're going to be in today. The weekend, though, looks fantastic. We do clear out. And we'll give you an update on the tropical basins as well, both the Atlantic and the Pacific coming up this morning. 13 degrees currently in Calgary, 11 in Winnipeg. We're sitting at 23. Tomorrow, that'll be pretty close to our daytime high once this cold front moves through. So it is going to be cooler tomorrow. Ottawa, 23. Fredericton, 20. There's our system. This is the one we talked about, that timing out that cold front. Some very strong storms in the last few hours along the Lake Huron shoreline. And you can see there, actually, now sort of on the western side of the peninsula there, looking at some very strong thunderstorms. Probably heavy downpours is the big thing you need to know for today. So this is not a tornadic event necessarily, not to rule it out, but we're looking at the chance of training thunderstorms. And that means that they stay over one area for some time. They keep back building and create new updrafts. That can create potential for flash flooding. So you see a lot of business near Hanover and Shelburne right now. So your temperatures this morning, 22 degrees, feeling like 31. And winds will be out of the southwest today in the upper levels and at the surface. We'll be right back. And again, we'll have a look at the radar all morning long. Don't go away. Yeah, that fire NATO, pretty impressive to see that. I've never actually witnessed that, but that'd be something to see. All right, nice to have you along. It's 5:45 a.m. on your Thursday, August 20th already. Yeah, just a few more weeks before the kids go back to school. We have some active weather to tell you about and, well, Labor Day weekend knocking on our door, right? So we'll look at how we start September with Dr. Doug coming up, of course, this morning as well. All right, thunderstorms move in today. They already are. It's scattered on radar. I'll show you that momentarily. The weekend looks fantastic, and we'll give you an update on the tropical story. Yeah, both basins, the Pacific and the Atlantic, active. But we'll talk about that and what we could expect in North America, Canada specifically, but even the States. Toronto, 23 currently, 11 in Winnipeg. We're waking up to about 6 in Edmonton. Oh boy, you think that's cold. We're going to be really cool for the prairies as we get into the next storm, because behind that we'll see some very strong northwesterly winds. So there's this low here. There's the cold front working its way through, as we talked about early this morning. We talked about it potentially slowing down your commute. You can see kind of lines of storms. Do you see how they're kind of all connected there? That's not a good thing, because what ends up happening is they can kind of be stationary and sort of back build and keep reproducing, and they can be flash flood creators. So training thunderstorms, never a good thing. We'll keep a close eye on any developing stories. If you have updates, please let us know as well. But, you know, when I think of times like this, Tom, I always think of the DVP and how prone it is to flooding. We have to keep a close eye on that situation this morning. I do. Temperatures will be 22 degrees this morning. Again, scattered thunder showers today. Some of these could be severe. It's going to be isolated severe potential right through the better part of Ontario. Mostly eastern Ontario is where we're really thinking the severe stuff will be. But the message that you need to hear basically is today you're going to see a lot of rainfall. If you get a thunderstorm, it could happen quick. You could get a lot of rainfall in a short period of time. Temperatures this afternoon still feeling like about 31. Base temperature around 24. Don't go away. We'll be back. And I'll tell you, I have that alert system on my app, on my iPhone, and it is so helpful. I mean, it's always dinging and telling me something. Watches and warnings are great. So highly recommend it. If you don't have our app, you should. It's one of the best in Canada. All right, 22 degrees in Toronto for your Friday. Let's get you into your long-range forecast. We are still going to be hanging on to a little bit of cloud tomorrow and rain, a little bit of scattered rain. But then Saturday looks brilliant. Look at that. Lots of sunshine. 24 degrees with the humidex. It'll feel like about 28, 29. So a great weekend anywhere through Ontario. Up in cottage country, same deal if you're making your way to the cottage. Saturday around 24, 25, same deal for Sunday. And then again, the humidity with that will feel, you know, pretty comfortable. So it'll be nice. In terms of this next system, we're watching one upstream from the prairies. That'll make its way on in for us probably come Monday, and it'll switch our temperatures around by midweek. I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. Let's say 18 in Regina for Sunday, 19 in Winnipeg, Toronto 24. But we only get a little bit cooler as the week goes on. So Monday 24, but look at the teens in the northwestern parts of the province. That's a closer look at the GTA. And if we take you right through to Wednesday, yeah, only 20. We'll be struggling to get to around 21, 22. Oh, that's priceless. My dog Symphony likes to jump in the pool, but imagine having a bear in your pool. Oh yeah, just Go ahead, kick back, have a margarita, and relax there, Bear. All right, nice to have you along. It's 6:04 a.m., and I'm Jaclyn Whittal. Let's get you into the story. We do have active weather to tell you about. Thunderstorms, very active, actually, and I'm going to show you how that looks on radar. The weekend looks pretty amazing, and you just learned a little bit about Tropical Storm Danny, which is expected to become a Category 1 hurricane, but yesterday was expected to be a Category 2. So what's changed, and does it pose a threat to the U.S.? I'm keeping a very close eye on this storm, and I'm going to show you my thoughts coming up on the show and show you what it's interacting with. Obviously, we're having a little bit of trouble with some data because Regina is the only one reporting 12, but 14 in Saskatoon. We're sitting at around 20 degrees, 21 degrees in Toronto right now. It's going to be muggy again today, and there's our system. This is a cold front. The trailing end of the cold front goes down to the States, but it looks like the front itself is just about past Windsor. So they'll clear out earlier today than we will, and as this all moves toward the east, eastern Ontario is up for some severe weather potentially. We have the potential in there as well for the GTA, but I think our biggest threat today, and I can already tell because it's very blobby, if that's a word, these thunderstorms are all kind of clustered together, and they're also sort of lining out. Whenever we get that, we get the potential for heavy downpours as opposed to discrete, isolated cells that maybe could potentially be rotational. So, yeah, expect heavy rain. You can see Hanover, anywhere along the Huron shoreline, seeing some heavy rain. Pretty quiet right in the downtown courts right now. But if, this does pick up in the next hour or so, Tom, this could delay the commute for sure. We know what rain can do out there on the roads. I'd mentioned the muggy conditions, Tom. 22 degrees, feeling like 31. Lightning, thunder, heavy downpours, potential for flash flooding today, this morning. So heads up. If you see, ponding and pulling out of the roads, turn around, don't drown. Take it seriously. Flash flooding, by the way, is the #1 killer in the United States. So it is a serious concern. 24 degrees as we get into the afternoon.
This traffic.
Imagine when we fast forward about 4 or 5 months and we're doing Share Your Weather and we're showing snow pictures. Well, until then, let's show more thunderstorm pictures, okay? Because 'tis the season. Share Your Weather, that's the hashtag that I want you to use. You can tweet me anytime, JWhittalTWN, and if you already follow me, you know I'm very active on Twitter, so I likely give you a response, or maybe I'll feature your photo on TV, like I'm doing with Jeff Taylor's. Jeff Taylor, that is a fine-looking thunderstorm, if I might say so myself. Yeah, some towering cumulus clouds. It's likely the updraft over here. Just looking at that, beautifully, almost front lit by the sun. And this was Oakville yesterday. So thanks for sending that in, Jeff Taylor. And your personalized forecast for Oakville is going to be 24 degrees with more storms and thunderstorms like what you just took a picture of. So take some more, send them again. And that goes for everyone. Send them again. To Mississauga, you're looking at 25 degrees with thunderstorms today. Want to give everyone a heads up that, today the type of thunderstorms we're going to see are not actually like the ones that I just showed you. They're going to be more difficult to see. They could be training, clustering together. That means the potential for heavy rainfall. We'll keep a very close eye throughout the morning and the afternoon on our radar. And please do keep in contact with what you see out there and remain safe. Great to have you along on this Thursday, one day closer to the weekend, and it's already August 20th. Wow. My parents' anniversary tomorrow. Happy anniversary, early one. And my husband's birthday on Saturday. So lots of stuff going on in my family. Do you have plans with your family for the weekend? If you do, it's going to be a great weekend. Yeah, we're looking at tons of sunshine, just drenching all of southern Ontario. High pressure moves in behind the active weather we're seeing today, and that is going to be active. In fact, we're already seeing that sort of in and around the GTA. Pretty dry right now in the GTA. But as the day goes on, we're going to be seeing scattered thunder showers throughout the day. So thunderstorms moving in. Weekend looks great. And we'll give you an update on the tropical basins as well. Our temperatures will feel like 31 with those scattered thunder showers this morning, and we'll warm up to about 24 degrees. Yesterday it was about 29 in Toronto, 28 in Guelph before the Humidex. It was hot. Boy, if you did anything outdoors, like any activity, you know what I mean. You need to stay hydrated. It's going to get a bit of a relief from the heat for about the next 4 or 5 days. It'll be nice. Cold front's going to be responsible for dropping those temperatures as it works its way through Ontario. That's front #1. There's also a new developing storm out west that will be also dropping temperatures for them first and then for us in the long range. And then also, could 2 typhoons have any, factor in our weather pattern? You may have heard Dr. Doug digging into this story. It's true. It does have an effect on our weather. So even though you're looking at your smartphone and you're saying, hey, wait, next week looks great, some of that could change just based on those typhoons. So kind of interesting stuff. Isolated severe storms. Most of this will be into the eastern portions of the GTA, but we'll keep a close eye on things. All right, Tom, it certainly could slow down the roads today.